gentlemen, please welcome Ranup Lampuan Dance. Hasan, SPDI.
Ustadz Haji Takdir Feriza Hasan SPDI is a winner of International Melayu Musabaqah Tilawatul Quran in Malacca, Malaysia in 2013 and also the winner in Istanbul, Turkey in 2015.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ustadz Haji Takdir Feriza Hasan, SPDI, the time is yours.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إن في خلق السماوات والأرض واختلاف الليل والنهار لآيات واختلاف الليل والنهار لآيات لأولي الألباب. الذين يذكرون الله قياما وقعودا وعلى جنوبهم ويتفكرون في خلق السماوات والأرض وعلى جنوبهم ويتفكرون في خلق السماوات والأرض ربنا ما خلقت هذا باطلا سبحانك فقنا عذاب النار. ربنا سبحانك فقنا عذاب النار صدق الله العظيم. Bersama-sama kita berdoa untuk mengharapkan keberkahan Allah Subhanahu wa taala agar acara pada hari yang berbahagia ini mendapat keberkahan dari Allah Subhanahu wa taala. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين حمدا يوافي نعمه ويكافئ مزيده يا ربنا لك الحمد كما ينبغي لجلال وجهك الكريم وعظيم سلطانك اللهم صل وسلم على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم اللهم أحسن عاقبتنا في الأمور كلها وأجرنا من خزي الدنيا وعذاب الآخرة اللهم اجعل جمعنا هذا جمعا مرحوما وتفرقنا من بعده تفرقا معصوما ولا تجعل فينا ولا منا شقيا ولا محروما اللهم ربنا إننا سمعنا مناديا ينادي للإيمان أن آمنوا بربكم فآمنا ربنا فاغفر لنا ذنوبنا وكفر عنا سيئاتنا وتوفنا مع الأبرار ربنا وآتنا ما وعدتنا على رسلك ولا تخزنا يوم القيامة إنك لا تخلف الميعاد اللهم ربنا ظلمنا أنفسنا وإن لم تغفر لنا وترحمنا لنكونن من الخاسرين اللهم ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Stepping on the following agenda is the recitation of Salawat Badar. All participants are demanded to stand up.
صلاة الله سلام الله على طه رسول الله صلاة الله سلام الله على ياسين حبيب الله توسلنا ببسم الله وبالهادي رسول الله وكل مجاهد لله بأهل البدر يا الله صلاة الله سلام الله على طه رسول الله صلاة الله سلام الله على ياسين حبيب الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Thank you for Ustad Haji Takdir Feriza Hassan, SPDI. For a brief moment, we would like
to welcome you all to the 5th International Conference on Agriculture and Bioindustry 2023 with the theme, The Challenge and Agriculture Sector in Preserving Natural Resources and Environment for Future Generations. This conference is a testament to our commitment to advancing agricultural research and innovation while addressing the challenges that come with preserving our natural resources and environment. Ladies and gentlemen, agriculture is a critical sector that plays a vital role in sustaining our planet and meeting the needs of our growing population. However, it is also a sector that faces many challenges, including climate change, land degradation, water scarcity, and biodiversity losses. This challenge threatens the sustainability of agriculture and our ability to meet the needs of future generations. Experts, academics, and practitioners from all over the world have gathered with us today with the intention exploring novel solutions and fostering meaningful dialogue in the field of agriculture. The theme of this year's conference reflects our collective commitment to addressing the challenges facing agriculture while preserving our natural resources and environment. Ladies and gentlemen, Universitas Syah Kuala has been at the forefront of agriculture research and education. Our faculty members have made significant contributions to various aspects of agriculture, including crop science, livestock management, agroforestry, and sustainable farming practices. We are proud of our heritage and the impact we have made on the development of agriculture in our region. Ladies and gentlemen, the Icagri serves an opportunity for us to showcase our achievement, exchange knowledge, and forge new collaboration. It is a platform where researchers can present their findings, engage in insightful discussion, and inspire each other to push the boundaries of agriculture innovation. Finally, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to the organizing committee, our esteemed speaker, and participants who have contributed to making this conference a reality. Your dedication and passion for agriculture are commendable, and I'm confident that your contribution will pave the way for a more sustainable future. To the students present here today, I argue to seize this opportunity to learn from the best mind in the future in the field of agriculture. Engage in discussion, ask questions, and absorb as much as knowledge you can. The future of agriculture lies in your hands, and it's through your commitment and innovative thinking that can overcome the challenge that lie ahead. In conclusion, I would like to once again welcome you all to the 5th International Conference on Agriculture and Bioindustry. Let us embrace the opportunity to collaborate, inspire, and innovate as we work toward a sustainable future for agriculture and our planet. I wish you a very fruitful conference. Thank you so much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
to Professor Marwan. We ask you to stay on the stage. We also invite the Dean of the Faculty of Agriculture, Universitas Syekh Kuala, Professor Dr. Insinyur Samadi MSc, Chairwoman of the 5th Icagri 2023, Dr. Zaitun SPMSI, and Chief of LPMM Universitas Syekh Kuala, Professor Dr. Taufik Abidin, to be able to take a place on the stage.
Thank you, and we will continue with the official opening of the 5th Icagri 2023. This opening will be inaugurated directly with the sounding and beating of Rapai by Rector Universitas Syekh Kuala, Dean of the Agriculture Faculty Universitas Syekh Kuala, and the Chairwoman of the 5th Icagri 2023 and the Chief of LPPM Universitas Syekh Kuala.
We will witness the sounding and beating of Rapai on 3, 2, 1.
With this, the 5th Icagri 2023
Has officially opened.
Standard method of stereodypenia to be acute and chronic toxicity. Toxicity. Yeah. Okay. Pak Agus Sofyan, please, the time is yours.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
Okay, so good afternoon for the participants from
Yeah,
Indonesia.
good afternoon.
And my name is Agus Sofyan. Right now, I am working at the University of Pikeville, Kentucky. And I have my colleague over here also, Gina Rosita. She's at Big Sandy Community and Technical College, also in Kentucky. So right now we actually close to 3 a.m. in the morning, so therefore we didn't want to break because after the break there will be morning already over here. Okay.
Yeah. Better to continue then.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So our presentation is about toxicity testing. So the reason for this is actually this is an initiative from the factory, the meat factory. So they have problems with the NPDES. So NPDES is a National Pollutant Discharge Elimination System, which is the agency that control and regulate the discharge or effluent from factory or industry. So they have problem with them. So they actually, the factory contacted us to try to solve the problems. Next, please. So they bring the samples. We actually also visited their facility and took the samples from their facility. This is actually outside our state. This is in Illinois. And then we try to check what happened. So therefore, the main goals of this project is actually to evaluate the TDS toxicity. This is the one that actually they have over the limit, exceeded the limit from the Illinois state, and then identify the primary toxic elements on that TDS water, the effluent water. And then, if possible, we try to find the way to reduce the toxicity in the effluent. Next, please. So these are the three type of testing that we performed. The first one, of course, is called the WET, which is the whole effluent toxicity testing. So this is standard testing from the US EPA, United States. And then also TIE, which is toxicity identification evaluations. This is also standard method. And then TRE, toxicity reduction evaluation. This is also, in America, they usually have standard for everything, including the testing. So therefore, any agency have to follow this standard. Next, please. The same thing with the procedure, with the protocols, the methods. United States also have the standard for testing pollutants. We use the acute US EPA, Environmental Protection Agency, Cerodaphnia dubia test for survival and also for the reproduction. Again, this is also standard test. Every agency have to follow this standard, so therefore they can compare the results easily. Next, please. Now, this is some concern that we found on that effluent. Of course, the main concern is TDS because they have always over 1,000 ppm, okay, milligram per liter. And also the effluent always have high conductivity, above 2,000 micromoles per centimeter. And then they have high sodium chloride, sulfate, nitrate, phosphate concentrations. And also, according to the US EPA, the TDS will be toxic if it is over 1,000 with higher than 3,000 of conductivity. So they have this problem. So next, please. So we measure the samples. So we have several samples, the effluent that we have. And again, every time we measure it, yes, their TDS is always over 1,000. Sometimes 11,000, 1,100, 1,700, in average maybe 1,400. And then their conductivity also very high, close to 3,000. And then some elements like chloride also high, close to 500 ppm. Next, please. Now, this is the regulation. Every state, they have their own regulation. Okay, so this is for the Illinois state NPDES. The limit for TDS is 1,000. And we know that their effluent, the mid-factory effluent is very high, higher than 1,000. And then for chloride, Illinois NPDES set the limit of 500 ppm. And for the US EPA, around 200, 300 ppm. Next, please. So just for information, this factory actually, they process about 2,000 pigs per day. So they process the pigs, they slaughter the pigs, and then they process into meat like pepperoni, sausage, and etc. Then they use brine water, which is salty water, to clean this one. That's actually the problem that they have. So with the wet results, which is the whole effluent test toxicity, we found out that there is no problem with the survival. All the animals, which is we use Cerodaphnia, this is a water flea, they all survive during the test. Next, please. However, we found out that this effluent actually toxic chronically, which is they reduce the reproductions of the Cerodaphnia dubia, the water flea. So it means that there is a toxicity in this effluent. So we want to know which one is actually causing this reduction of neonates or offsprings production. Next, please. So we perform the TIE, which is the toxicity identification evaluations. We use the tap water in this case. Tap water is a drinking water in the United States, and they usually chlorinated their tap water, and this chlorine will kill microorganism. Then actually also kill this Cerodaphnia dubia. So we use them, and then all these animals die in the tap water. Next, please. And then we dechlorinated the tap water, so we remove the chlorine, right, the chloride from it, and then what happens? All the test organisms survive. So there is a toxicity that coming from chlorine, of course, because that chlorine is used for killing the microorganism, for disinfectants. Next, please. And then we also test this water for the reproduction. Again, it give a very good reproduction. It means that the tap water that used to be very toxic, kill all the animal. Now after dechlorinated, they actually able to cause the dubia to produce the offsprings. Next, please. And from that, then we make or do the what we call the confirmation test using the magnesium chloride. And again, we found out that yes, chloride causing some problem with the reproduction. Is increasing the chloride concentration will decrease the reproduction of the C. dubia. Next, please. And then we make these comparisons between the magnesium chloride and the test water or the effluent water, and we found out very similar results. So we, kind of suggested that the main problem on that TDS is actually the chloride. Okay, the chloride, not really the TDS itself, because TDS is actually do not really kill the animals, the dubia. Next, please. And we conclude that there was no acute toxicity of the effluent to the C. dubia because all animal actually alive or survive with the effluent. However, their reproduction is reduced by several percent. So I think 80% of the effluent causing the reduction of 10% of the offspring. And then also the C. dubia actually they reproduce well, close to 1400 TDS. It means that 1000 TDS level that is set by the Illinois state is actually not really correct because TDS is not really problem in this case. And then from the toxicity reduction, we also found out that there is no problem with the heavy metals and everything else. So we actually, test a lot of things, not only the TDS and chloride, but because we don't have time to really show you, we just choose the chloride in this case. And then all evidence pointed that the chloride as the primary toxicant. And then diluting the chloride with the sodium thiosulfate is actually will remove the chloride and increase the quality of the water. And we concluded and also give suggestion to the factory, try to dilute their effluents with water, because they actually cannot really use the sodium thiosulfate to remove the chloride, because it's going to be very expensive. So this is actually the project that we have. The university in America, sometimes they also receive the project from a factory like this. Next, please. And for that, we just thanks some people that help in this projects, especially the University of Kentucky in Lexington, and some also the test, the lab that we use for checking all the elements on the effluent water that we use. And for that, thank you very much. I give it back the time to our moderator.
Yeah, thank you very much, Pak Agus, for very interesting project. And thank you for keep staying in the very early morning and wearing batik also. So thank you very much.
Yeah.
And now we have a last presenter from ID 115. By title, Estimating Irrigation Requirement and Scheduling for Major Crops. Case study in Kampong Thom, Cambodia. Do we have, okay.
Hello.
Sopanit.
Sopanat.
How can I, Sopanat. How can
Sopanat,
I spell your name? Sopanat, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Sopanat, to join with us. And now you have about 5 minutes for presentation, or maximum like 10 minutes then. And so just start your presentation. Time is yours.
Sorry, operator, can I host?
Yeah.
Because I want to share my slide.
You want to share your slide by yourself?
Yeah, yes.
Is this presentation is not yours? You have to change it.
Yeah, I have some update of this. This slide.
Okay. Operator Bu Firda, is it okay if Sopanet share his presentation by himself? So we have to close the share screen and allow Mr. Sopanet to share
Yeah.
his screen. Okay.
You heard me well, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so first of all, I would like to add respect to Professor, Doctor, and community committees. My name is Tasapanet. I'm from Cambodia, and today I would like to a presentation about my topic in competence as estimating irrigation requirement for mature crop case study in Kapung Thom province in Cambodia. So my method divided by 4 parts: introduction, methodology, result and discussion, and conclusion. We know that Cambodia is a very agricultural country, and about 77% of Cambodians is that beyond agriculture. So for their plantings, they are crop rice, corn, potato, and if we are looking for their irrigate, it only based on rainfall, pumping, open canal, and so the water need different on the depending on area also. So for the this research, I found some problems such as they don't know how much and where for irrigate it, and they are not realizing the water used for the different type of crop. For the objective is to estimate crop water requirement. We use three scenarios: cabbage, potato, and tomato. For the scope of study, climate time use 21 years and dry season from December to May, and for both three, say cabbage, potato, and tomato. So the study area is located in Chok Commune in Cambodia, in Kapung Thom province in Cambodia. And for the flow chart of this work is to compute crop water requirement. So we use crop water to as a model that provides some parameters, climate data, crop water, and soil data. For the sampling point, we have collect in the job commune, say as parameter soil texture, pH, KSAT, and wood density. For the data collection in this study, we need such like climate data, rainfall, soil, and crop characteristic that we propose in crop watch. For crop watch, we need some parameters as climate data that we to compute crop evapotranspiration, and for the effective rainfall, we use the method as USDA Soil Conservation Service. And for the crop data, we propose such as cabbage, potato, and tomatoes in the crop plot model. So, and we plan in the from 1 December. For the soil data, we have stats like total available water, rainfall infiltration rate, and total available soil moisture. So we move to the result and discussion. Crop water requirement, crop water requirement of cabbage. We can see in the need water high is a crop of cabbage evapotranspiration is the last month, in is 50.4 millimeter per decade, and for only need irrigation requirement is 37.6 millimeter per decade. For the tomato, it higher water required in the first month in the decade after 46.6 millimeter in decade, and irrigation requirement is 38.8 millimeter per decade. For the crop water requirement of tomato, the flow of both cabbage and potato, but we can see the higher crop water requirement is in the last month. We can say that if crop evapotranspiration equal effective rainfall, so we don't need to irrigate it in the crop. So discussion like our research from private research in a crop cabbage crop water requirement in e-bill is 604 millimeter, and for the potato is 461, and tomato is 658.1 millimeter. So if we compare our research is similar, so we can say that the crop water requirement with the result is acceptable. So we move to the conclusion. This finding of crop water research cabbage a requirement of crop water requirement of 589.4 millimeter, while for 410.3 millimeters is needed for irrigation. The potato water requirement is 352.3 millimeter, and irrigation water need of potato is 442 millimeter. The last cabbage, the last crop is tomato. A water requirement is 519.5 millimeter, and irrigation requirement is 399 millimeter. So this study is contribute to helping the Cambodia developing nation likely depending on the agricultural sector, reduce the poverty. So here your preference, and thank you everyone. My presentation is that's all.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Sopanet. And Alhamdulillah, now all paper are being presented. We have one more discussion section for paper ID 4798 and 115. Do you have any questions? Yeah, maybe very short question. Please, if you have any questions, you can just write down on the chat, or you can also give a direct question from this Zoom meeting. Or maybe a very short question for Agus Sofian. I just wanted to know that, do you have any information about the upper limit the chlorine can be adapted in this water, in the good water to be consumed? Do you have an upper limit for this chlorine and magnesium chloride?
Yeah, for the chloride, the US EPA set the limit is around 380, 400. So that's the limit for the water quality.
Yeah. Thank you very much. For Sopanis, also I wonder, do you have any different irrigation methods for example, based on the water requirement in the crops? Do you have a different method to watering the crops?
So we can confuse the crop water requirements, some like method from robot, like water balance equation. So we can use water balance equation to confuse about it.
Okay, just to make sure that right. Do you have any more questions for all participants presenter in this group? Okay. So I just conclude that we are okay. I have one question from Professor Sabam. For Sopanet, you did comment you plan to sorry. Do you plan to do experiments, Sopanet? Yeah.
I just proposed the crop in the model, but I test the real sample, say a soil.
Okay. It's about the modeling, right?
Yes, I just model.
Yeah. Okay. So I hope everyone is satisfied with our discussion in this group. And before we leave, we will have a photo session together. So please, all presenters, to activate your camera. We will have a photo session. And please, operator Ibu Firda. Pak Yahumri, are you there? Okay. And for Miss Arianis, you have to ID. Okay. So just make a photo.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Gaya bebas. Freestyle then.
1, 2, 3.
Okay. Thank you for our participants. Now we have a break time. And actually, we will have to be back at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, but maybe it will be a bit late because we already have, a bit late in our opening ceremony this morning. You can just leave and then you can back again at the opening, at the closing ceremonial. Oh no, you have to be back on the second session of keynote presenters, I think, at 2 p.m. Yeah.
Excuse me, can we skip that one because it's already 4 o'clock here, so we have to work in the morning.
Of course. For you that you cannot join the keynote session, it's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry about it because it's late for us.
Yeah, absolutely
Yeah.
fine.
Thank you so much.
Of course, you have to work in the morning. So thank you very much for joining us here.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi.
Yeah, and please follow the presenters group WhatsApp so you will be given information about the process of your paper then.
Okay,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Yeah, okay.
Bye.
So we will have another meeting at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and then you will be announced about the best presenter in each group of parallel session, because we have a best presenter for each group parallel session. And last year is Prof. Sabam Malo, also our best presenter. Unfortunately, today he lost his voice. So you can come back at 2 o'clock for keynote session, but please be back at 4:30 in closing ceremonial. Okay. So thank you for everybody.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Goodbye.